Hello THP, just wanted to get some thoughts out here in the recap thread, and I think the easiest way for me to do it is over the video. Little disclaimers probably is going to be a little long-winded, but I really wanted to make sure I got some thanks out here right away. I wasn't even sure if I should enter this event. I'd only been on THP for about 9 months when this came around. I'd probably been on about 6 months before then, just kind of lurking, and then decided to join, my first forum of any kind, just because of the people on here and the information being provided, and it just was definitely something I wanted to be a part of. I was lucky enough to get to do some testing, and in one of those conversations I had on a PM, JB mentioned something about the Morgan Cup. Shortly after that, it was time to sign up, and I know I got a PM from Hawk saying, you're signing up, right? And something I thought about, but just wasn't sure if I was going to be the right guy for the job. But wanting to support THP and everything it's about, and for just giving back for even the opportunity to test something, I threw my hat in the ring and made some videos. Was lucky enough to be chosen, and really probably didn't know what I was getting into at that point, or how much I would really enjoy the entire process. After I was selected, we were going on vacation to Florida. I just sent a PM to Golfer Gal asking if there was anything I can do while I was down there to make it go easier, and I got a PM from JB offering to play some golf. It was nice to meet him and have my first round of THP golf, and really get to know more about the site and everything behind it. Bettinardi getting involved, giving me the opportunity to go to Studio B, and was lucky enough to do that with Jake and get a chance to go to lunch and pick his brain about the initial experience he had, and just kind of get a behind-the-scenes feel for how THP got started, and just really the family that has grown here, and just seeing his love for the game of golf and THP was a great way for me to start. Want to thank my sponsors, Bridgestone and Bettinardi. Amazing throughout this entire event. Just the ability to go down to Studio B and have that opportunity, to get our putters so early and get a chance to practice with them, and then Bridgestone knocking it out of the park at every turn. The first thing they did was send us an autographed copy from a bunch of their staffers, including Fred Couples, and what a way to start, something you wouldn't expect. And then the picture that went up on Facebook, the customization of our staff bags with the THP logo, the belt buckles from Bettinardi engraved with the Morgan Cup, all our clothing engraved with the logo, just over the top every time, and really made this feel like a tour experience from that end. But really the equipment ends up being a small part of the experience. Freddie Tadashi, he was supposed to be there and wasn't, but during the lead up, getting our hotel situations arranged, making sure we had deposits in, really taking care of us on that end, it's probably not been stated enough. I'm already at 4 minutes and I haven't really got into anything yet, so I'll try to speed this up a little bit. But getting down there, getting to play that first practice round with 1T, so laid back and so willing to help and really settle the nerves. I would have been just a nervous wreck going into media day, and even probably my first round on Saturday if it weren't for that practice round. It was nice getting to play with Versace. The cow is wet. It was really nice to get into a flow, knowing that I would be able to go into my first round of competition with him, and having some background, and knowing what our games were going to be like, and being better, and just made things so much easier. my next practice round, getting to play with Cool Breeze and Hanks, and having to kind of force Cool Breeze on the course with the problem he had with his bags. But I'm so glad he decided to come out for that round and get a chance to play with that handsome Canadian, and Hanks, who was also just willing to show me the ropes a little bit, and how things are done with THP down there to get me real comfortable in that environment. Media day was something special. It was so neat to be hanging out with the reps from the different companies and really seeing it from their perspective and how they were excited about THP and really this kind of grassroots effort to get their products across to amateurs. It was, the volunteers were terrific. All of you made this so easy. Made you feel so comfortable in front of a camera, which is something I'm definitely not. Out there in that 100-degree plus heat, and really made the whole thing go by so fast, and made it real easy. TC and T-Mex, that first round, just unbelievable. I'm giving you bro hugs right now through the camera, but for what was supposed to be a competition, you guys really knew what this Morgan Cup was about, and just such an amazing experience, the most fun I've ever had on the golf course. Versace, best teammate I could imagine, really, the coaching background, keeping me on my toes, and really making it so the ups and downs of that round were easy to get through. But it was such a fun round. It didn't even feel like competition, and when we were all square and tight at the end, it just seemed to be the fitting end. Tyno and Frogger were my competition in the second round. Tyno I'll get to a little down the road, because he was my roommate and really made this special as well. Frogger, it was great to see him after a tough first round start to come into his own, and once he got on a roll, there was no stopping that guy, and he proved that on Sunday. But another fun round. Ari and his parents made that a blast. It was a little interesting in the rain. We had that delay, but Ari really got me. I wasn't playing real well right away, and he kind of just told me to relax and forget the practice wins and play some golf, and loosened up and was able to play well enough that I was able to kind of pull my weight a little bit in that one when I wasn't at first. But it's just amazing with THP. Everyone I've met so far has been so wonderful and so tremendous, and not something that you expect when you're just meeting people for the first time and being thrown into this situation. These guys that you can talk to on the phone talk to on the forum, and then show up and meet them in person, and it's everything you could have hoped for and more. Final round, Cookie and Jake. I think I know both me and Jake want a rematch. I'm sure Cookie's pretty happy with the way that one ended, and he should be, because he played such good golf. That one was a little rocky at the start, just because the format was so different, and you didn't know how people were going to react playing golf with those guys for the first time. But once we kind of got that sorted out after the first couple holes, it was really fun to play in that match. And even though there wasn't a teammate around for anybody, we were able to give each other knuckles and support, and really just happy to support good golf, which we got a lot of in that match. Just the supporters on the forum. I know I got random PMs, and just the guys who again, they know who they are, who were really supporting this event from the start. Guys that sent in their video and weren't selected, but still turned around and supported this event. It's huge. The guys who are in there in the equipment threads, asking questions, sincerely trying to get a grasp of what we were doing and follow along with the reviews that we're trying to give. I really want to thank you guys. Tyno and Whitney, I know you guys made it very easily. It was nice having a roommate who kind of wanted the same things out of this event, and we're able to make that whole living situation go very well. Again, you don't know these people from Adam and show up, and now you're staying in the same villa and hoping that works out, and it worked out perfect for me. Especially since my wife, who I need to thank, who's behind the camera right now, and will get me teary-eyed. I mean, these guys put up with a lot of me being gone, playing a little more golf than normal, spending time on the forum, and really allowing me to do this. And I know, until Tricia got down there to really see what was going on, there was no way she could understand how important this was. And now she's as big a fan of THP as anybody, and is excited to be going to the Iowa outing and join the forum. And we're already planning for the the big outing in Florida, and maybe another Morgan Cup down the road. But I can't say enough about her and the support that she gave me throughout this event. And I know I'm forgetting people, but last and not least, Morgan and JB. Morgan, it always felt like whenever I sent you a PM that I was the only one you were dealing with, and I know that wasn't the case. But anything we had an equipment question, or just trying to figure something out, the response is always immediate, and it seems like you're doing the job of 20 people and somehow get it done and do it so well. And unbelievable how smooth this whole process was for how big an event it is. JB, just for coming up with this idea, standing behind it, and pushing it through. And really, it's amazing in the year or so I've been part of this forum to see it grow, and to see your ideas take shape. And when you say we haven't seen anything yet, I'm positive that's the case, because every time you say that, the bar gets raised twice as high as anyone could expect. So I'm going to wrap it up now. Lots of fun stories and everything to come, but I needed to get these thank yous out, and I appreciate you paying attention if you lasted this long. So again, thank you to everyone involved. One of the most amazing weekends of my life, and I'll never forget it. Thank you.